Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Govberg Watches, and thanks for logging on. Today we're looking at the Nicolas Rieussec Chronograph Automatic from Montblanc. You can see this 43mm Montblanc chronograph on our website, govbergwatches.com. And if you enjoy these videos, please download our app, Govberg On Time, for the latest news, views, reviews, and multimedia of luxury watches. You can see on my wrist 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference. This Nicolas Rieussec chronograph is certainly oversized in the modern paradigm, but it's also elegant and compatible with a tight sleeve or dress cuff. Only 14.5 millimeters thick despite several important complications. The watch also features a wonderfully sloped dome-style bezel, so it's actually quite easy for a tight sleeve or dress cuff to ride up over the flank of this watch. You're good to go for formal attire. Now the watch does have a generous span. From lug to lug it is 51.5 millimeters, but the secret of the fit would be the generously curved lugs, which actually turn down sharply as they move away from the case and allow the contours of this large chronograph to essentially follow the arc of a smaller wrist such as mine. 16 centimeters, and this watch wears absolutely secure. A big part of the ergonomic equation is a bracelet which does fill the gap between the flank of the case and the end of the bracelet, so it has conforming end pieces, yet it does not fight the arc of a smaller wrist. You can pull the bracelet down solidly and straight around a wrist such that no matter how small your wrist, even if it's barely the width of the lugs from extremity to extremity, you can fit this one securely. And it does have impressive heft, so you're not going to forget you're wearing a premium timepiece. It's also remarkably silken on the wrist. The finish of the bracelet is beautiful with strong character lines, alternating brushed and polished facets, but it has beautifully evacuated channels on the bottom. This is a feature of the best luxury watch bracelets, such that it will not pinch skin or pull hair. It feels as silky as a strap, but with the resilience of a bracelet. Now, a fully finished, high-polished, twin-trigger deployant clasp speaks to the excellent quality and attention to the detail that is deployed throughout the watch, but it also allows seamless closure with no visible parting point when the watch is on the wrist. High elegance and with twin triggers, great security when closed. Now, Montblanc was in a bit of a quandary after entering the world of horology in 1997. It launched its initial watch lines and then in 2006 purchased Minerva. So, essentially inducted into the Richemont group, Minerva of Villeret became the high-end manufacturer caliber producer of Montblanc, building full watches with finishes that essentially made that manufacturer Villeret's response to Patek Philippe. But between the entry-level watches and the highest of the high, there was a yawning gap, and Montblanc sought to fill that gap with a watch that was uniquely its own, both in terms of aesthetics and its in-house movement. And the result was the 2008 Montblanc Nicolas Rieussec Chronograph. Everything you can see here is a loving tribute to the French watchmaker Nicolas Rieussec, who in 1821 created the first chronograph in concept and execution. Now that's why this Baroque dial, which is difficult to characterize as vintage or modern, is so distinctive. It does recapitulate some of the key layout elements of that Nicolas Rieussec 1721 chronograph design. Now the watch features a second time zone, AM-PM distinction, a date, as well as chronograph seconds and minutes. When the crown is pulled, it's possible to move the local time zone and reveal the travel time zone on its skeletonized foy hand, which can be seen between 9 and 8 o'clock. So not only is it a modern column wheel vertical clutch chronograph with a 3-day power reserve, it is also a dual time. Stylized Breguet-style numerals can be seen around the dial, which is itself cropped by the seconds and minute registers. Now on the case back, and I should note the watch is a mono pusher, but on the case back, you can see the manufacturer caliber MBR 200, 40 jewels over 280 parts. It is a modern chronograph caliber in every sense. While the dial pays homage to historical elements, the movement is up to date. Ceramic rotor bearings, a 3-day power reserve. There is a free-sprung balance with a full balance bridge and an incredibly high inertia of 12 milligrams per centimeter squared, so it has outstanding resilience in the face of disruptions such as shocks or jolts on the wrist. This is a very robust everyday watch in spite of its expressionist, almost Baroque layout on the dial, which does recapitulate certain elements of movement finish. It is nevertheless a workhorse. A manufacture movement built by Montblanc in its Le Loc headquarters. This is the watch that unified the entry level and the very high end, in a fashion that is uniquely and unmistakably Montblanc. You can see this Montblanc Nicolas Rieussec Chronograph Automatic with dual time function on our website, Govberg Watches, along with our entire high-quality pre-owned watch inventory. And if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our app, Govberg On Time, for the latest news, views, reviews, and multimedia of high horology.